You don't know anything about that? Bolaño?
No, nothing.
Damn.
When is that?
So it's 89.
It's a novel?
It was written 89.
Which is before Savage the Detectives.
The whole stretch was 93 to 2003.
Yeah.
And it was posthumously found in 89. So it's kind of like the early one.
Yeah.
In a way. But he never published it, but it got
It's finished though?
Yeah, it's finished. Cuz they're saying it was part of the lore like after when they're bombing a million of them, you know?
Yeah.
But it's basically Ingeborg's in it.
It's the same Ingeborg?
Well, kind of.
Yeah,
she's
I guess early.
Well, listen, dude, it's like cuz in the end of 26/6 it's Hans who's the Nazi soldier who defects and becomes a writer,
for sure.
Right? And then Ingeborg's the woman he's with for a while, and she's all like, whatever, mentally.
They have that amazing meeting, him and Ingeborg.
Yeah. How do they meet again in there?
Well, he's walking through the park. This is before or while he's still a soldier, right?
Right.
And he just meets this girl, and what'd she ask him?
Oh yeah.
She's asking him to swear on something. They're trying to find something to swear on, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What do they end up swearing on? I forget. And then he swears that he won't forget her name. And then he just runs into her after the war, and she's like, "I'm your girlfriend." And he doesn't even know who she is.
Oh, he met her before the war one time?
Yeah. Like
that's
years
right,
before,
that's right,
and then he just runs into her again.
After the war, after he changed his name?
Yeah.
And then he runs into her?
Yeah.
That's right.
Because I don't think she ever knew his name. They just happened to run into each other.
He just changed his name.
Yeah.
And then they have that crazy part when they're up on the mountain.
That's right.
She dies.
Yeah, when he disappears. That's when he disappears.
Exactly. That's when he disappears. Damn. So basically, I forgot the meeting part. I always remember. There's a couple scenes from up on the mountain that I always remember.
Yeah.
But basically it's an early one, and then I was running it back because basically it's it's basically like this guy Udo Berger who's like, watch out for that. Are you good? But he's like the best. Like they play these war games.
Yeah.
He's like obsessed with this war game where they like it's like a board game, but it's like all reenacting World War II. He's like this German dude.
Yeah.
You know, and he like he's like at the seaside town for like vacation, but he's like he's like all obsessed with doing his work and like his strategies for his like war games of like replaying how like World War II would end up differently, I guess. And he's with Ingeborg, and it's called the Third Reich, and then it's going dates like through August. It goes like August, like a diary.
Yeah.
And he's all like trying to work all hard, but she's all like at the beach. He like hates the sun. Like, see, this is a thing. Like he always does this. He like baits you into these stories where you're like, oh, this is sick. He's doing his work. He's all like, and he has this like relationship with but then like as it goes on, as you read it, there's this guy who's called El Camado. There's like this one guy on the island who's like this weird hermit who like just works for the paddle boat shit.
Yeah.
And like, for these tourists to come in, and his face is all fucked up because he has like a burn scar, and it's like he's all like mangled looking.
Yeah.
And he gets like. And this is totally like the fashed out aspect, but it's his perspective.
Yeah.
And they're all like, and then he's all like lurking on the balcony, like trying to like, she's at the beach and he's all trying to work all the time. He like hates the sun, and then like he notices him at night, like sleeping in like a fortress of boats he sets up. He's like, is this dude homeless? Like, what the fuck is, they just call him the burnt, like El Camado just means like
the
burned
guy.
one. Yeah. The burned guy. And then, like, he's having all these weird, and it's, like, just going through the diary. Anyway, I'm running it back, like, thinking about it a little bit.
So what were you saying that he sets it up, the story that, like, he's hermited up working and she's out having fun, and you think, like, that's right?
You think, like, this is sick, yeah. And then, like...
What's the right answer? Should you be hermited up or playing around with your girl?
No. Here's what I'm saying. I'm saying. So he's saying, like, hey, so he always does it. So it's basically the hermited up guy... who's like who's in this like kind of like paternal relationship with this girl or whatever,
Yeah.
And then he's like obsessed with his fake game of like this battle, and it's like the most efficiency to like win the, basically like let the Axis powers win, like what, right?
He's trying to run back the war.
But then it's like kind of like writing, he's trying to run back the war, and he's kind of like, I got my latest thing in this new journal for like the war game, and you're a writer, reading it. You're like, oh, this is pretty fucking tight, dude. Like, and then like there's like this one guy who's all like brown and his fucking face all fucked up, and then as you start to read more, like he has weird characteristics to like Bolaño himself, like the El Camado guy, like he just drinks tea all the time, like Bolaño did, But then the writer guy is also Bolaño is also himself, when he's getting all obsessive about his work, and it's like showing how that's like a fascist tendency,
getting obsessed with the work.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So they're both him.
Okay.
But he's laughing at, and he's laughing at that side of himself, and he's critiquing like the literary impulse to just be like, I must complete it, and he's like, he starts out and he's like, dude, the beginning is so good.
Yeah.
The beginning is so good. He's like, Ingeborg is asleep. Like, usually, like, he's like, but I can't, like, all the heat and exhaustion, I'm wide awake. Like, I'm going to solve the problems, and like, I usually can work for 8 to 10 hours straight,
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, it's like me for real, dude. I literally, like, my face kind of fucked up. Like, I literally been like nocturnal, like I just been finally getting sun again.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm all reading it at night, like with the blacked out screen.
Yeah.
I finally got the physical, and I'm like, and there, I read a part where he was like, I don't want to go outside. Like, I don't, he's like, I finally listened to Ingeborg's advice. I went out in the sun. The result is just like my skin is all red. He's all pale skin, and now I have to rub this weird cream on it. I'm like, damn, he's like me for real. Like, damn, am I Kamado or am I the fucking like neurotic, like fucking fashed out, fucking obsessive thinker?
That's how I feel like. Sometimes I feel like that's what I gotta be like. Like, I guess maybe it is fashion. Like, all the time I think of St. Thomas Aquinas all the time, right? Because like his whole thing, right? He didn't. I don't know. I was thinking about this today. Like his parents he was from a rich family. They didn't want him to be a monk.
Okay.
Right. And so he was monking out. He was probably 19, and his brothers kidnapped him on the way he was traveling to a monastery or something. And they put him up in a castle, and they were trying to convince him not to be a monk. And they sent a prostitute to seduce him. And
that's right.
He chased her away with a burning log and like wrote a cross with the ashes of the log after she fucking went out. And God came down and he blessed. He gave him a magic girdle and blessed him with perfect chastity. So for the rest of his life, he wore this girdle and he never had sex. And he just
don't trigger me, bro.
Sat at his desk and worked all day. And then, sometimes I think that's how I want to be.
Yeah,
and
dude.
It's that's. But I mean, to be fair, he only had to avoid the temptation once. He only beat out that prostitute one time, and then he got the magic girdle, and then he never had to avoid temptation again. He just had the
magic girdle.
He got blessed with perfect chastity when he was 19, and he never had to do any work again.
And he just stayed in the monastery.
And he just chilled out, and he would have these mystical visions, and he wrote
not
like
cranking one out ever.
Huh?
Is he?
No,
is
it's
he
the
cranking
girdle.
one out?
The girdle keeps it. I mean, I'm sure
he's probably having nocturnal visions like
yeah,
crazy.
I was just gonna say.
He's probably fucking
that girdle.
You having
probably gross.
Yeah, dude, that girl is fucking. Oh my god, dude.
That's why he was having all those mystical visions. He was all just blocked up.
Just fucking bust. Dude, he was definitely, dude. Yeah, there's parts like that. Let me kill that.
No, but it's probably that is definitely not the answer either. You gotta. I feel like you do a good where you'll veer. You'll be all 100% hermited. Then
I don't veer, dude.
Yeah, you're right. Veer. You're always a hermit. No, but it's
What? And then just,
I don't want no girl.
Chill out.
Yeah, I don't know. But you got to be out here. Like I mean, unless you're, a saint. You got to be out in the world.
Yeah. There's a part in that Third Reich where he's all like one part he gets in like a fight with Ingeborg.
Yeah.
And he's all like, and then or he has one part where it's like, to my horror, like he's like I suddenly then this happened, and then like I realized that to my horror that like something was starting between us.
Yeah. No, but it's good when you got a good thing. It can be good.
What do you mean?
You know, if you got a girl that's nice.
Yeah, I got you. You're talking like me right now, dude. When you got a good thing, you know, it could be good. Like, what the fuck?
I'm supposed to be clear.
Yeah, you're supposed to be. Yeah. When you got a good. No. I mean, I'm not really saying it for. He's with. Yeah, I don't think it's. Yeah, fashion.
No.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean though.
Yeah, but that's what I've been looking at.
What you got the 60 stories too? That's also 80s.
I mean,
that's 81.
I literally just. It's literally because it's B. It's B. I was trying to find the physical.
Yeah.
Bartholomew.
Yeah,
that's the reason why I nabbed it.
You ever read The Dead Father?
Dude, I got it, bro. I still haven't read it.
Yeah, I read that.
I read like
college.
the first
that's
50 pages. Yeah. Wait, so he came from a rich family, and then he
was he? I don't know anything about him.
No, you talking about Aquinas?
Aquinas. Yeah, Aquinas.
Yeah. What else you hit? That was reminding me of something, but I just did a long rant.
Have you ever read any Aquinas?
I haven't read any. Oh yeah, in like philosophy class, like in like a reader.
Yeah.
You know, I hit the Aquinas. Yeah. Is he like the first move? No. That's Anselm.
No, that's.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah.
Well,
but what you know about Meister Eckhart? Anything?
Nothing.
A Christian mystic?
No.
Because that's who Fosse's reading.
Oh, really?
That's what. I
don't think I know. Is it what era? What years?
I think 1800s, dude. We need Al in the studio to be like, Al, check that, dude. Yo, Jamie, check this. Yeah, I don't really know. He was a Christian, but basically. But yeah, what about Aquinas?
Well, I don't know. I haven't read him in a while. I got a big fucking Aquinas at home. I started, I was like, I got to look at
1260 to 328.
Oh, really?
1328. That's Meister Eckhart. He's ripping the real throwback.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, I got to be reading from more centuries. I got to have a vaster,
drawn from more centuries.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking at. I just started looking at it today. It's this book. His name's Father Antonio Vieira.
Okay.
And he was this priest he was from Portugal, but he was like his mom was his dad was some Portuguese guy and his mom was a mulatta woman and so he was mixed race and he was like sent on a mission to the natives in the north of Brazil. I forget exactly where.
From Portugal?
Yeah, from Portugal.
Whoa.
And he stayed there for a long time, and he was just like a famous sermonizer there. And, like this was like 16th century, like Baroque Portuguese sermonizer. And I just started looking at that today.
What century?
Like 16th. It's like 15.
So it's his writings?
It's sermons. It's all sermons,
dude. Yeah. But, dude, that's, yeah.
And he got,
what got you on that?
I just
knew about
him.
You knew about him?
Yeah,
just reading him?
Yeah, and I got a big Penguin Classic sermons in Portuguese.
What's his name?
Antonio Vieira.
Okay, sick.
Yeah.
Was it hitting?
Yeah, it was hitting. The sermons.
What's he ranting about?
Well, he's talking about the plant. How would I translate that? But basically
straight up in Portuguese. You're reading in Portuguese?
Yeah, in Portuguese.
And they got the Penguin Classics?
Yeah, they got it in Portuguese too. Damn. But it's backwards. Like the words is the title and stuff is back. Wait, I got it. Let me show it to you.
You got it on you? Yeah. Damn. Pull up with this Portuguese piece, dude. Yeah, he's like Katt Williams, dude. Katt Williams was a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, he was.
And he used to be in the church as a young teen, sermonizing. Damn, dude.
But the words is backwards. So if you put them with the other ones,
backwards?
Look at that. Like the titling's backwards, so you got to put it upside down in there.
Why is it? Damn.
I don't know.
Damn.
What they got? Actually, let's.
Some.
It's a verse from. He's quoting everything off the top of his head in Latin too, when he's sermonizing, right?
That's like a Fosse.
Wait, let me see.
Yeah, that's how Meister Eckhart does too.
Wait, let me grab your Bible to get the.
Grab my Bible. Word. You want to grab that big white one that Kira gave me? Damn, that's gonna fall, dude. Damn, dude, that's an 8.5 by 11 piece. That's very glowed, bro. Dude, I'm about to read the Bible straight through next, bro. Just only New Testament. Because Katt Williams is making me think about the Bible, dude.
Was he talking about?
Yeah, he's talking about the Bible. Katt Williams really snapped on that, dude.
Oh, it's a parable of the sower is what he's talking
Okay,
about.
the parable of the sower from Luke.
Yeah, what was Yeah, well, he's talking about basically like why don't people listen to the word of God? Like sowing seeds in thorns and stone. Like the word of God is seeds, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes the listeners are
stones.
Or thorny.
Yeah.
But a lot of times
he
was saying that you can't blame who you're talking to. A lot of times it's the speaker who's putting out the message wrong, and that's why it's not clicking.
Okay.
You know, because one day the stones will listen. Like one day the stones will listen. So he's just I'm early on. I shouldn't even be spitting about it
but no, that's.
But I like that
entry point.
I feel like you gotta go back to a sermon or something, and because the rhythm is interesting too, right? Because it's written for speaking.
Okay, exactly. And I gotta run back to parable of the sower.
I mean, you've been on a Catholic one because of Septology.
Because of Septology. Right?
You want to talk about Septology?
Yeah. I'm gonna get into that. But that was making me think. Well, dude, bruh, like obviously, I guess people were talking about the Katt Williams thing because all the wild shit he was saying about Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
But dude, like, it was such a sick, because that's also an interesting move. Like, literally everyone in podcasting is just bombing out pods all the time.
Yeah.
This fool just sits. He doesn't promote anything.
Yeah.
Like, he just sells out arenas automatically. He was all clowning comedians being like, come to my show, like, please. He's like, I just show up, like.
Yeah.
But he was saying that because he's all like, he came from a Jehovah's Witness family and left as a teenager. So like, and then he was just like, he looks at like, I don't know, dude. He was all just like, he was spitting some crazy God stuff where he's like, one, like my early influence was like Jesus Christ. Like I read the New Testament and I know you're supposed to try to be like Jesus. I don't know. He was spitting, but his whole comedian, like, I don't know, the way he does it, like he's all like making different groups. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, he a wild boy. And that was a funny ass interview, but
you got to be like Jesus.
No, but he's. I mean, I guess Kate. No, he was talking about. You're saying like It's up to the speaker if they're not listening. Yeah. It's the speaker's fault, and like he just had like, I don't know. That dude's like pretty incredible. Yeah. Like how consistent he is and how like his reach is insane. And like he had said like he's like I go in. I lived. He moved like every 2 years. Since leaving at 13, bro. Yeah. He just took a bus down to Miami. But he was talking about how like he'd get really good at doing a white room and then doing a black room. And then he could do both. I don't know. Like he's just like thinking about what everybody wants.
He's the right speaker.
He's the right speaker. And he's like, his shit is totally sermoned out. Like it makes sense.
Yeah.
He came from I don't know, dude. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or like what the point of it is. But that's what it was making me think of. But yeah, these motherfuckers don't listen, dude.
And what he said, he said that there's 5 things you need for the right preacher. Got to get 5 things right. It's the person in the speaker, the technique, the material, the style, and the voice. Once all that's working in concordance, because God's word is never wrong, right? Is what he's saying. God's word is always right. You just got to have the right transmitter.
Exactly.
If you ain't got a transmitter right, the stone's not gonna listen.
Stone's not gonna listen. I mean, that's what we're trying to do, trying to get these stones to listen, dude. Look, dude, I got that rosary right there.
Yeah, true.
No, that Septology is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of that. Like, you trying to spit God's word, or you just trying to say the thing that people want to hear.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It's a weird thing, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
It's like you trying to appease a bunch of people who are editor who don't have God's word.
And that's what I was thinking about. Cause, I mean, I got to, like the last 2 weeks especially, I've been like on an envious one.
What?
Really, just thinking about like looking at that year-end book list. Okay. I think I was telling you that, right? Just feeling like slept on and not getting what I deserved and blah, blah, blah. And not, you know, I wish my numbers were higher. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then it's funny. And I was feeling that, and just like looking at everything else but my own shit, like, you know, still working on my thing, but just think, oh, you know, whatever. Just thinking about the wrong stuff.
Yeah.
And then I was fucking watching YouTube with my roommate, and we watched old jazz videos from like the 40s, and they had this song, it was like this jazz quartet, I forget what it even called, it wasn't even famous, this lady, and she sang this song, and this whole song was just patience and fortitude, and things will come your way. That was the whole song over and over again. And I was like, that is the message I needed. I was like, just patience and fortitude. That's it. Like, and like, you know, transmitting God's word, right? You know, doing whatever you think is God's message with patience, fortitude, and not letting other things interfere with that. Yeah. Material concerns, right?
Yeah.
You know, the prostitute in the tower with put your girdle on.
Damn.
You know, talking about the world.
Yeah. No, I mean that's the thing. I've definitely been on that for a minute of like, you know, I don't even need to publish my book now. I'd actually prefer if they all just get published after I die.
Yeah.
Because I don't really want to be around for them.
Yeah.
You know, I've been on that one for a minute. But then, like, dude, I swear to God, you know, I'll stop talking about it, or I probably won't. But, dude, just, bro, like, that. First of all, how the fuck is that video like, I looked at it like 5 days in.
Yeah.
That's when I first heard of it, because someone mentioned it on pod. And it had like 42 million listens.
The Katt Williams.
Yeah. Like, and how is this fool selling out arenas with like no promo? Like, he doesn't post anything.
Yeah.
For like 15 years straight. Like, it was honestly like, it was like a reiteration of like a type of rigor.
Yeah, for sure.
To the craft.
Yeah.
Which is like so important. That's like that's what you're on when you're like you're on a kind of like self-righteous, you know, you're up. You're all like, man, none of your boys have fucking rigor. Yeah. Like, you know, or like whatever. It shouldn't all be about like numbers and, you know, but like there is something to like really, I don't know.
True.
I feel like,
you know, like whatever, you know, also like wanting too much, like, you know, what the fuck? I got one book out. Like, what have I proven that I can do anything, right? Whatever the quality of the book or whatever. But like, you know, Katt Williams has proven again and again over time what he can do. Like you got to prove something to a certain extent.
Right. And he's talking about like being in the right, like being in different environments and being able to talk to like different people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking about like what world you occupy and like what you surround, what you're around, like impacts how you're. I don't know, man. I swear to God, dude. 2024 a shift. Something's shifting. I feel like there's just a reevaluation of how we're like doing all of this shit. Bro.
Yeah.
Like this, like even like with the it's like I went through it without really knowing, you know, about like the press cycle and stuff.
Yeah.
When I see stuff now, it's like, you know, here's a new, like, who the fuck is listening to this, bro? Yeah. No one's listening to this, bro. That's how I feel, kind of.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why there's a push to try to like, I don't know. I feel like, I mean, that's what we try and do, you know? But how was your Christmas?
It was good. I was in Brazil with.
Yeah, you're in Brazil. 33, dude, on the clock.
My mom and my fucking grandma were at each other's.
So you were in Rio?
Yeah, I was in Rio.
At your where you grew up?
Yeah.
Whose apartment's still there?
It's
your grandma's?
Yeah, my grandma.
Okay,
lives
cool.
there. In that, and my grandma and my mom were fucking mad at each other.
Oh, you guys were beefing over Christmas?
I wasn't beefing with nobody. It was my grandma and my mom. They were going at it.
Really?
Yeah, just about everything. They're mad about everything, and they're
you just sharing on the pod.
No, they wouldn't listen to it.
Yeah, exactly. Damn.
But I think
what are they mad about?
I don't know. History. My mom's mad about how.
Damn.
She was raised, and she's taken out on my grandma.
Okay.
And, you know, it's. You know.
Is it always like that?
Yeah, it's been worse lately. You know, I don't know why.
Damn.
Because it's issues over my little cousin too. Because my you know, her dad's dead, my uncle.
Okay.
And her mom won't let her see my grandma a lot, and my grandma.
Your mom's sister.
Yeah, no, this is my mom. My mom's brother died.
Okay.
And this is the woman he married.
I see.
Right? She doesn't want the girl having too much contact with his family.
Okay.
I mean, to be honest, he was crazy and not very good to
your
her.
uncle.
Yeah. But
you got that in you.
Yeah.
You got that dog in you.
My uncle. That dog. He was
your maternal uncle.
Yeah, this is my mom's
I got a
brother.
maternal uncle too. That's exactly how it is with me in Japan. Yeah. Nice.
So my grandma was sitting me down and like she would just like roll off like half hour
rants.
Yeah, just her history and stuff, talking about my grandpa, saying she was like, I didn't know she only married him when she married him when she was 19 because she was knocked up. I didn't even know that, and she was like. I was like, dude, were you guys like madly in love? She was like, he was all right.
Damn.
She was like, I liked him.
You were learning new stuff?
Yeah, I was learning new stuff. It was pretty good.
Pretty sick, dude.
And then I would put on.
You guys can talk good. You're fucking reading Portuguese.
Yeah, me and my grandma talk
sermons
good.
in Portuguese.
No, and then I would like record it. I was recording it on the low.
You were on a mission,
just to
dude.
keep it. I was just like, no, it's good because I was like, she tells stories about my great grandma and stuff like that, and I was like, wow, like I wish like I could hear her talk or something, like have it. I was like, one day these recordings will be important. Who knows? But it's good to just have the voice on record.
Yeah, God tells you record that. Record that.
Record it.
You know what I'm saying?
But it was good.
That's interesting that you're doing that too. That was the thing I thought of when I was reading the Third Reich. Because also here's another interesting thing. I didn't realize this. Like I was on that mission going through the Paris Review archives trying to find something to read for that thing. But that's when I chanced upon. I was reading the poems and then I realized they published this in 4 parts, in 4 subsequent issues.
Yeah.
The Third Reich. In 2012.
Oh, really? The Paris Review did?
Yeah.
Oh,
before
shit.
it came out on FSG, they're like in the intro. They're like, "This is the first time we've serialized the book in full in like 40 years."
Wow.
So I was like, "Oh, this is kind of," and it's dated just like Walkbook. It goes August 22nd, August 23rd.
Yeah.
But they're like longer bits. But I was thinking, what's compelling to read? Okay, this is I've been thinking about this or people talking about my writing and it's like, oh, it's like a diary or whatever. It's not. It's presented like a diary. Okay, what's compelling to read is not a diary.
Yeah.
It's not somebody's diary. It's someone or whatever. This is what I'm on right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's someone writing fiction in the shape of a diary.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the most compelling thing to read, bro. That's because that's how I'm and Septology just moves through 7 days chronologically. And this is just moving chronologically.
Is that what you say that's like diaristic? I
mean, okay, it's not diaristic. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. It's not diaristic. Like, here's the guy's name is Astley, different name. He's a painter, but he's an aging painter. His rants about painting are just his rants about writing.
Yeah.
Fosse's rants about writing. We know that he quit alcohol and converted to Catholicism in 2013. This guy's sober and he lives by himself. And he's a widower. I know he remarried in real life.
Yeah.
I don't know if his old wife died. Maybe he's like mourning some lost, or he's imagining if his wife died.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. But I know enough from his. And then he has a double who's the same name, who's like Blackout, who's also a painter, but is Blackout, and that's just like him imagining if he didn't quit drinking.
Yeah.
Right. And then it goes through 7 days up until Christmas, and there's just so many rants about. I mean, there's rants about him reading Meister Eckhart. Because he just does the burn. He just goes, and then I walked here, and then I thought, and he just goes on a long rant.
Yeah.
It's just all folded in like I thought. And he's like, and I still sat in the chair, and then I thought this. It's next level, dude. It's doing something totally different.
Yeah.
But it's just moving through 7 days. It's all his ideas about, and he starts ranting about, he was ranting about like stuff I didn't write in that essay. It was like, he was ranting about like, it's so funny, dude. When I did that pod with my dad had this whole rant in the first 30 minutes when we were coming up on the damn booms on the low. I should have said no. It's in now. And no one even knows what booms mean.
Yeah.
I
tried to track that down. It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. It's literally me and Viva started saying it. I knew exactly what it meant. Dude, it's a little boom. Yeah, so no one even knows. It's literally untraceable, dude. It's untraceable, dude. It's like an IP. It's like a damn IP protection, IP address protection. But he had a whole 30-minute rant. Like when I was editing it, I was like, I took this out because this sounds so incoherent. Yeah. And my dad's all going, so listen, there's actually 2 Jesuses. There's 2 Jesuses. Like one was, or maybe I kept it in there.
I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember that?
I remember you told me about it.
Okay, yeah. But dude, it's like relevant to the fucking. it's like relevant to Septology.
Yeah.
Because like 3 Kings Day is Epiphany, right? And that's when anyway, now I'm just doing my dad's rant that I cut out for a reason.
Yeah.
But basically, like in Luke, he's born on one of them he's born on the 25th, and the other he's born on the 6th. And one time he's born in
and it's in Luke.
I think the Luke one he's born on the 25th, but the 3 Kings one's in like a different one.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, the point is he he's just folding his rants and his thoughts about like Catholicism, and, like sobriety and like grief and life and death and in like a guy going about his day. But he says in his speech like, I never write to whatever. Everyone's writing about themselves, bro.
Yeah.
And if whatever, not everyone's writing about themselves. If you're not inviting that, it's not interesting.
No, but I like what you were saying about the the diaristic fiction, because what I feel like has been compelling to me lately, especially.
Yeah.
And I was hitting some good stuff in Portuguese while I was gone, and all like what I was hitting, like it was all first person, but they would veer off the first person to tell third person stories. And it was just like the whole time it was one person, but it'd be like I read this book.
You need a casing.
I read this book. It's called Agora,
okay.
which is now by it's not translated yet, by Carlos.
Agora, like ahora.
Yeah, but
Sick.
with a G.
Agora, yeah.
And it's like it's first part. It's 89 chapters. Like
89 chapters?
Yeah, but it's kind of slim.
Whoa.
And it's broken up. Jorge, the main character's name is Jorge something, okay. And it's broken up 3 parts. His name, his grandpa's name, which is the same name as his, but grandpa.
Okay.
And then his dad's name, which is the same name, right?
Is how the parts are broken up?
Yeah, it's 3 parts.
Okay.
Right? And so it goes through, and it's just first person, and he's ranting about it's his birthday, and he's not going to work, and he's ranting about something, and it's kind of unclear what's going on in the first part. And then he starts talking about his grandpa. His grandpa grew up, and he had this like club up in some northern part of Rio, and it just starts telling the story of his grandpa and then his father and folding his history in, but still telling it from the first person,
Folky
right?
A little bit?
Yeah, it was. It was kind of folky. It was like it reminded me of like Toni Morrison's Jazz a little bit. I don't know if you ever hit that.
I never hit that one.
No, that's really, really good.
I gotta hit that one. I got it right there.
But yeah, that book was really good, and it was like that. And then all of them I've been hitting. I hit that one that I texted you about, which is now it's translated in English. It's called The Love of Singular Men. Right?
No. Oh
it's a New Directions book.
Yeah.
It just got I
gotta hit that
this
one.
year in
Oh yeah, I gotta order that one.
Yeah, and that one's good. That guy fucking, he killed himself.
He killed himself?
Yeah. When he was in Copacabana, he jumped out the window there.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, of here, when he was 29, and that was his second book. I don't know, and that book's. It seems almost like it's like a diary format. It's the guy telling it, right?
Yeah.
And it seems almost like it'd be autofiction, but like the biographical details are way different.
Right.
Really, it's this old dude. He must be in his 50s, right? And he's kind of crippled out, and he's telling the story of his summer and his childhood, right?
Okay.
It's unclear how it starts, and the style gets it's weird sometimes. It's like kind of funny, like it's a little different.
Yeah.
It's kooky. And then we find out this kid comes to live with them. It's like his father's illegitimate son, maybe. It's just some kid comes to live with them. And it turns out it's not the father. It's just some orphan kid they started raising, right? Whoa. And him and the kid like start having a little romance, right? And then the kid gets murdered by some guy randomly, right? And then we get now he's telling this whole story from a later perspective, right? And there's this neighborhood kid who's kind of like, mentally challenged. And
you realize that's him.
No. You realize the neighborhood kid that's mentally challenged is the grandson of the murderer who killed his first love, this kid from childhood. And he starts hanging out with the murderer's grandson. And because he's like mentally challenged, he sits around, he watches TV. His name's Renato, which is the name of my mentally challenged cousin, who's shout out to Renato if he's listening. He's I gave Renato a copy of my book.
You did?
And he was all pumped. He posted on Instagram right away.
Dude.
And then he said he was gonna read it by Google translating every line.
Damn.
He's gonna type it into Google Translate.
Damn.
I was like, that's dedication.
That's dedication, dude.
But
damn.
Yeah, and he's like fantasizing about killing
your
this.
cousin.
No, my cousin isn't fantasizing about killing.
Your cousin.
Yeah, the Renato in the book.
Your cousin.
Yeah, he's my cousin. But but it was that book's sick. It's really different. It's like, it's slim too.
But why did?
But it's like a fictional
did he
little
have some trauma?
diary. The kid, the guy,
author.
Yeah, I don't know what his story is. He wrote another book before that. He had 2 books.
Yeah, 2 books.
But I didn't. I want to hit that other one. But yeah, this one it's interesting.
But it does feel kind of diaristic.
Yeah, it's definitely it totally feels diaristic, and that's what I like. Like the first person base veering out to tell those third person stories is
it's like tricking you into thinking it's diaristic. And then as you read the way that's how I want the how the walkbook gotta read too. But it's not much happened today.
Yeah.
Sentences like this,
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah,
Ingeborg, we just went to dinner, and then after, like this, and then you start, but then everything starts taking charge, and then you start realizing how deliberate everything is.
A diary's interesting too, because it's, the what are you writing for is always interesting. I was thinking about this, while I was in.
Shit's so funny. Yeah, bro. I love this shit.
Well, I was in Brazil. Gabby didn't go with me.
Yeah.
And I was sending her some emails, right?
Yeah.
And then the emails are interesting because you're writing to one person, and it's how am I going to direct this to this one person? Then you got to talk about other things too. So it's like that first person, third person thing. It's you're rolling off a story like that, and it's super intimate because it's, just to one single person, right?
Right.
And then that's a good form too.
Yes.
I mean, the letter, of course.
The letters, yeah.
But that's just an interesting, the intimate, that's where things really hit.
Well, the thing is, I think the thing now is and then using the time frame that you're deliberately moving through as your symbolic vector to rant about whatever. He's using the 7 days before Christmas in Septology.
Yeah.
And he has a bunch of rants.
The symbolic vector. Yeah.
He needs to get off his chest about light, the light in
for
the art,
sure,
and light and shadow. But if there's not enough shadow in the art, then the light doesn't hit. Yeah. Right? And it's Christmas, darkest time of year. It's when the light comes out of the sky from the brightest star and shines on this little baby boy.
Yeah.
And the 3 kings see it, but then it's only in the times of darkness and suffering that you can find the light.
Yeah.
Or you need the light even,
Yeah.
So anyway, and it's all fucking.
Wait, what was that? What was the last rant you did?
I took a lot of the
piece
hard
you
Catholicism out.
Yeah. What did you say?
My breakdown of 3 Kings out.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this isn't a Christian journal. The Christian journal, just hey guys, I'm here. What was your
on the way he
forgiveness?
Ends,
yeah.
The Latin.
So
phrase, he cuts it off before.
Yes, it was it was dear Mother Mary. I cut that part out. Pray for us. Pray for us sinners
now at the hour of our
at the hour of our death.
Yeah.
But then it just goes at the hour at this hour.
Yeah.
At this hour.
And then you were what were you saying about that?
And I was saying because it's that was my reading of this fucking. It's 667 in the version of the American version, all 7 volumes of Septology in one book. But I think broken out in normal, because the text is hella small and there's big ass pages. It's 1,200 with normal. If you take the 3 Fitzcarraldos and stack them together, I think. But I was kind of making the point of you read for whatever you want to read, whatever you're looking at. So there's a lot of different stuff going on. But I was reading it as this a widower trying to stay loyal to his dead wife, and then but then going through the whole thing of okay, but am I gonna sit here forever and never we're talking about never leave. Just stay, his friend. His friend's you all right, bro? You just praying all the time. You're sitting in the same chair, staring at the ocean. Yesterday, are you good? Why don't you light a fire, bro? It's freezing in here. He's oh, I forgot. I was thinking about painting and Master Eckhart. He's my sister really wants to meet you. She loves your paintings. Do you want to come have dinner? And he's no. I must go to mass, and then finally he goes. And then like, he's always praying the rosary and like thinking, thinking about his the soul of his wife. But then at the end he cuts it right before like at the moment of death. And anyway, I was just coping through my essays. But
you're saying something about the present, like that puts it all into the present.
Oh yeah, I was saying he cut it out because they're they're not dead yet.
Oh yeah,
they're here right now, and like there's nice meal and being grateful for. There's all kinds of different temptations. No,
that's.
You thought it was you thought
no,
it was a banger?
No. That was interesting. I was thinking of something else.
Oh, bet.
Just like, sometimes like talking to my grandma, like, she legitimately believes in an afterlife. Like, like she legitimately believes, she's a spiritist.
Yeah.
And she really, like, she talks about my grandpa and my uncle, and like, she really truly believes they're living somewhere else, and that's the real life.
Yeah.
And that, she has abdicated her own self for her entire life,
right.
In the quest for some eventual spiritual transcendence.
Okay.
Right. And she also feels like, because of reincarnation, you're in this body right now, in this facticity, right? Because of your previous faults or virtues, and so that everything that she is doing wrong, like, or everything that's fucked up, is because she kind of deserves it, and she's purging herself of these sins, right?
Okay.
And like, you're with other spirits who need you and need your guidance. Like, she was put there with my grandpa because my grandpa needs her forever, right? And she couldn't ever leave him because of that.
Oh, so she's bound to it.
Yeah, so she was bound to him.
Bound to, like Kanye. Dude.
Yeah, bound to, just like Kanye.
Just like Kanye, for real. That's real, dude. I mean, that's kind of what Fosse was talking about, where he was like, because who said that? Like, I always don't know how to say her name. Merme Evre?
Oh, yeah.
The critic?
Merv.
Is it Merv Evre?
Yeah, Emre.
Yeah, Emre.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Merv
Emre.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, she was going off. I mean, she loves the Fosse, and then and just like her blurb and stuff. And it's from the review she did, was just like, he's the first, first book that convinced me of the existence of God.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he just has, he's like, and it's all about like the unsayable too. It's an autistically good work. Dude.
Yeah.
No, because it's like
that's like the highest commendation.
Dude, yeah, dude, because he's completely on his own shit. He like doesn't even like music.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, like I don't listen to music.
Yeah.
Like, and Nausgard would blast music. I had more Nausgard rants.
Yeah,
him too.
That seems
Nausgard would just get these headphones and like throw on like a freaking like sick rock and roll album, and like go in his basement and just like pound coffee and write My Struggle. Fosse's over here like by himself, like just in dead silent, like staring at the ocean, and then just like letting God tell him what to write.
So do you think like Septology is like the anti-fucking
dude,
Nausgard?
Because dude, I mean, all the old childhood rants, like he has a part about. I mean, literally, Nausgard has a whole part in My Struggle where he like starts a band with his boys as a kid, Geyer and stuff, and in My Struggle he's like, yeah, and this is like why like. I like think I'm sick and like want to be famous and like write my struggle and be like a fucking rock star writer guy, because like and he's like, I'm so sick, dude, I'm so like whatever, I love you. I mean, I do the same thing in Fuccboi, talking about when I was rapping and stuff, like because it's like part of like
your arc, your artist,
and it's also part of like
art,
my understanding of like my self conception of like what a writer should be on.
Oh yeah,
right, like, and that's how he is with like just whatever, that's kind of what he's doing. And kind of like clowning himself.
Yeah.
But like, like doing the, Fosse in book 5, which might be the same book that, whatever.
Yeah.
He does that in My Struggle. He talks about starting a band. And then he's like, and then I started playing the music in the band. And I was like, every second that I'm playing, I'm just like listening to this music. And like, I'm not like thinking about painting.
Yeah.
Like, yo, like, fuck
it's a waste of time.
Yeah, guys, like, I'm out. They're like, you fucking started this. He's like, yeah, I'm only a painter now. Peace.
Yeah.
But no, but all I was gonna say was that Fosse has the thing where it's like what you were saying with your grandma was like, when you believe, like I say in the essay a little bit, but like when you believe that someone's there, still there, or you believe God, and you like name it and you like pray, you like say the words, then it's real. And if you don't, it's not real. Like, but it's kind of like what I was saying earlier about like the environment you put yourself in and like the realities you surround yourself in. Like if you surround yourself with people who have like light subs 45 in, who have like a kind of like mentally ill or sick perception of you, or like don't know you, and like impose some like really like the darkest possible narrative onto you, and you're in that energy, then that like impedes on your reality
for sure.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so like I don't know, or if you just like live in an existence where you go, like you live in a small Norwegian town and you go to this one bar every single day or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Then, like, and then you're like I'm someone who drinks. He also stopped blasting cigs. He's like just does dip because like his dead wife didn't want him to anymore. I was reading that fucking holding the damn beads. I was like, damn, this book's gonna save me. So it took me so long to write it. I don't want to finish it, dude. I thought something what bad would happen when I finished it. But no, I feel that about I mean my mom kind of thinks that stuff too. About the afterlife and stuff.
I mean that if you really believe that affects the way you live, right? Like
I mean, dude,
I could never get. When I was a kid, I was really scared of hell.
Really?
Yeah, and the devil.
Okay, well, yeah, but you're saying it's a little bit OD if you're like bound.
Yeah,
to this
I don't know. Like I feel like it probably hampered her in a lot of ways. I feel like if she was like a modern, I feel like she'd be like a lesbian intellectual, and she would have never had no man. You know, but she went.
Oh yeah,
my grandma. You know,
she was born a little later.
Yeah,
in America.
But
she would have had short hair. Doing fucking sick lectures.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what
wearing like a blazer. All the time. Yeah. That'd be sick.
But you know,
that's like how a girl is once they're done dating me. Is
that what happens? They go on a lecture tour?
Yeah, they go on a lecture tour. I teach them how to be a boy, and they just become a boy. All right, I gotta chill, dude. I gotta chill. This whole hour is shot now.
Yeah.
Damn it, dude. Nah, that's all good. That's good fun. That's fuckboy related content.
Yeah, fuckboy related content.
You know, all about some girl. All right, all right.
What were we talking about?
Oh damn, my bad. Before I derailed it.
No, you're good. So you looking at what else you trying to hit now? Because Septology was a pretty that was
a piece. I hit The Shining too after.
Oh yeah, that's short. That's a play. That's not a play.
Yeah, it's like a short rant. But no. The only thing I wanted to spit was that I told you a little bit, but I hit some of those Franzen essays.
Oh yeah,
essays, and like. Yeah, dude. The Bill Volman essay was so funny, dude.
You should tell about when you pulled up to the Franzen reading when you
dude. Also another thing I gotta get 2024, bro.
Yeah.
Here's what I need. I need a fucking. This is good. I'm gonna talk about everything on the pod for the fucking 20 people who bumped this.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I need to, because I need to talk a Franzen interview into existence.
Yeah.
I really need to. Like, Franzen, if you listen to this, bro, I know you work. I know where you, dude. I know where you live in Santa Cruz. I know what gym you go to. I'm not gonna put it on blast.
My God.
No, because my homie goes to the same gym as him.
Really? And sees him?
In Santa Cruz. Yeah.
He goes to the gym? What is he doing?
Dude, I can't clown him on the pod, dude. Dude, Franzen, I respect
He's
you,
doing
bro.
water aerobics?
I respect you, bro. Yeah, he doing whatever, dude. Because you got to get his arm good to hold the binoculars for the bird watching. You know what I'm saying? He got to get his air up. He got to. What if he sees a sick bird? He got to run down a damn path.
Got to get his air up.
Yeah, just like me, dude. I got to get my wind up too. But no, it was a sick ass because I feel like all these that generation, the personal essay that's like genuinely about a friend or somebody who's like real, and like you're like trying to convey like the complexity of the emotion to it, and
that's a first person, third person thing too, right?
Or
telling a story about someone else,
but also just straight first person of like of the vulnerability of it.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, and like it was sick. Like, also just Bill Volman's such a sucking legend, dude. Like, you know, and it's just like they're like bros when he's like younger, and he's all like trying to like have him cook like elk meat and stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, no, come through. I just like Bill's like, come through. I just got some like like a whole bunch of elk meat. It's about to go bad. Like, cause I don't know. He lived in New York City for a while. William T. Volman.
Oh yeah.
In Sacramento. Yeah. And then but then later he talks about going to visit him in Sacramento, and then he's all like showing him all his guns, and Franzen's all like, yo, like. I feel kind of like stunted on right now, I feel kind of flexed on right now, and he's all being kooky and random like Bill Volman is, like just like saying non sequiturs. But then at the end, he's all like, one time like Bill Volman like suggested that he and DFW and Jonathan Franzen go camping. He's like hits him up one day. He's like, you want to go camping on like the Salton Sea or some place way down by San Diego? It's like notoriously like uninhabitable. Like it like stinks, and like there's like salt, and it's like in the middle of nowhere. And then like Francis says like he just like blows it off, and then now he's like, damn, like we should have hit that sick. And he ends it like, and I learned that like that place actually has like mad sick birds there. And I started crying, bro. I started crying.
Wow.
Yeah, I was an emotional one, like reading Septology at night, like holding the rosary. Yeah. I was like, damn. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, I spazzed on Franzen at a Q&A one time. Yeah, I spazzed. But dude, I gotta tell you,
So dude. Maybe he'll remember that.
No, yeah. Okay, Franzen, if you remember, it was circa.
Tell it right to him.
Okay, yeah. I'll speak directly to the camera. It was circa. Okay, let's break it down. It was the first time I pretended I fake dropped out. The first time I dropped out of school. No, it was 2012. It was end of the 2012. Oh yeah, it was the end of the 2012 school year, so summer. And I was mobbing back cross country with the lady, and then it was like 24 hours out in Santa Fe, and then like start checking with my mom, and was like, and she's like, oh yeah, but Jonathan Franzen's coming to Bookshop Santa Cruz tomorrow, and this is like essay collection further away. Yeah. After Freedom. I was like, what? Like, I'm about to fucking pull up. I'm about to just body this audiobook and like pull up on him, Just drove all night, fucking, and just like pulled up on no sleep, dude. Hella caffeinated, just fucking like pound, just chain smoking out the like fucking Reds probably at the time, just blasting 5-hour energies. Pulled up on a manic one. And everyone was just very pro Franzen. Just he was just like in his element. Just like the older lady, like reading club ladies were just feeling everything he was saying was just fucking gold, And I was sitting there, and I came
sleepless
up with sleepless. I came up with like it's like when you do a pod. It's like when you do a pod and you've been like reading all, like it's when I used to like read the person's like everything from the person that the person's written. Yeah, and you start podcasting. And then like no one else would have any idea. You're like, so on page 75, in 260, you say this, and then it was like that. Like I just pulled up in the Q&A, just like. Anyway, I don't even, dude. I asked the cryptic question. It was about autofiction and stuff, though. It was about autofiction, and he tried to clown me, and he just hit me with the snide, dismissive. No, he ridiculed me. Dude. Yeah, he ridiculed me, and that's what was happening. Everyone started laughing in the Q&A, dude. But the problem was they didn't know what the fuck we were talking about. None of those fucking ladies knew what the fuck. They don't have to be ladies, just nice literary people knew what the fuck I was talking about. Yeah. So why the fuck are you? You don't even know what we're talking about, bro. So I just fucking stepped out. I just like stormed out of the fucking Q&A. Fucking, I can't even say the ending. It's too embarrassing, dude. I just fucking, discarded the corrections. And just fucking. I was like, but that probably created the monster, dude. Yeah, that probably created the monster.
Wow, that was the.
Franzen, I know you read Fuccboi, bro.
You do?
I know you did. Come on, dude. Come on, you think he hasn't?
Who knows?
He probably hasn't.
He's reading.
Bro, I got you, dude.
Katt books.
Venmo me $22 at Sean Conroe. I'll send you the. Is
that what it is for the paperback?
That's just what I say to people at the club now when they start talking.
$20. That's good.
Just Venmo me 20 piece.
22 or 20?
22.
22. What, if you want a copy of Fuccboi, 22.
Yeah, 22 at Sean Conroe.
Yeah.
But anyway, damn. Let's go to an hour and then we'll.
But you weren't Yeah, you aren't working on anything right now, like new. Have you been scribbling anything? Oh, you have?
Yeah, that's why I don't care. That's why you
don't care.
My time had come too soon, bro. I'm like the damn. I just just God telling me what's right, and I can't make the rocks listen. You know what I'm saying? But, no, I do like to say
the rocks will listen one day. It's gotta get.
What did my mom spit to me one time when it was 3 years in the pod? She said this Japanese saying. I think I tweeted it like a minute ago, like 2 years ago. She was like, "Fuck, I gotta look that up." Some Japanese saying where it's like, if you sit on a rock for 3 years, you have to sit on a rock every day for 3 years. I can't remember, for it to be warm. I'm gonna look that up.
If you gotta sit on a rock every day for 3 years for it to be warm.
I can't. No, that doesn't even make sense. I'm gonna find this just because it'll just sound retarded if I don't finish it. But no, I've been going in a little different. I really been thinking about because you set your novel over Christmas time too.
Yeah.
So what's the real life timeline of your book?
It starts, the first chronological chapter would be the 25th, which is the third chapter in the book. It's Christmas, right?
So it's the 7 days after Christmas?
No, so it goes Christmas to New Year's. It's
Christmas,
that week.
Year's.
Yeah, it's that week. So I guess
it's the first 7 days of the 12 days of Christmas.
It's the 25th to January 1st, and then the last two chapters are out of time.
Exactly.
Right, where it's February 18th.
Dude, it's the 7 days after Christmas. Septology is the 7 days before Christmas.
Yeah, you're right.
Bruh.
So it's 7. That's a 7 stack
that's
too.
Dude, that's a 7 stack too.
And then the last chapter is 7 years
tweet,
after everything went on.
Jesus Christ, bro.
So it's 7.
They're 7s, dude. God,
I didn't even know.
Honestly,
7. I was focusing on 12.
I took all this out of the essay
7.
too. The Septology, bro. The Septology stuff. He's like going on. He's like doing rants about 7s,
Yeah.
He's like, when I was a child, he has so much number stuff in there.
Yeah.
He's like, when I was a child, I could never do the 7 times tables. For some reason, 7 times 7 was always so hard to do, Or he's like, my room at that time was it was room 407. He's doing all kinds of number stuff, or not always, just awareness of numbers. But I think I'm just thinking about I'm thinking about the casing of what time I wanna. I really like this idea of moving through. I mean, the problem, dude, you read anything Thomas Bernard, or anything remotely influenced by Bernard, with so many people, you just want to start writing like that.
Yeah,
You're
true. True. I think
let me stop trying to cover 3 years in time, moving really fast. Let me go slowly through a period. Or whatever, even if you're not doing the I thinks and stuff. You know?
True. Just
like you're saying, it starts real time and then he going off on some.
I mean, I feel like that's the best.
The guy telling the stuff inside the stuff.
Yeah.
Versus telling the whole thing through.
But the numerology thing on that on that book that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Agora.
Yeah.
It's 89 chapters, right?
Yeah.
And the dude's grandpa dies. It's the guy's 45th birthday, and his grandpa dies when he's 44, and his dad dies when he's 45.
Okay.
Right? So I was like 44, 45, 89.
Okay.
I was like, that must be the chapters of the book.
Whoa.
And I hit that dude up on Instagram, and I was like, whatever, fuck with your book, whatever. Is that why the chapters is 89? Because they're at it together? He didn't answer me, though. He just let me hanging.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I remember talking to
some people just can't handle the numerology, and it's too much for them. They're close to the abyss of the mysterious, and they don't want to answer me because they're scared.
Yeah, dude, he's scared, bro. He's scared. Just like Franzen, if you don't get back to me, bro.
Yeah.
So, dude, this could be my new thing, just calling out people directly on the Ben Lerner, you're next, bro. No, I'm just playing. No, the Franzen pot. I mean, but honestly, yeah. No, he was spinning some good stuff about all those questions about giving in to the feeling of the numbers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Resisting that is literally part of the task of literature.
Resisting it?
Mm-hmm.
The numbers?
No, not the numbers.
Yeah.
The numerology numbers, the numbers of your book and stuff like that.
Oh.
Getting into the
for sure.
Like
that's the wrong numerology.
Obviously, Franzen's that's
the wrong numerology.
That's
those numbers.
That's the shadow side of the numerology, dude. Those are some. They seem like the most concrete numbers. The concrete numbers don't matter, bro. But the numbers that I be seeing, like when you texted me earlier, I saw 444. We're gonna meet at 4. I was like, damn, dude, that's fucking. What does Nicki Minaj say in the first song of her album? She goes, "Bitch, I won angel numbers." Yeah, like I won.
Yeah.
That's a bar.
Yeah, wait, Sean Thor Conroe, you 4.
14.
What is 14 letters?
Oh, total?
Yeah. What is
446, 14.
14.
Yeah, February 14th, March 14th. Dude.
Oh shit!
Damn! Damn, we gotta do this. Is too powerful.
It doesn't
too
stop,
powerful, bro.
It doesn't stop.
Wait, what was the final riff? What was the final thing you were saying now?
What? I don't know. I don't know what I was talking about.
But yeah, Franzen was like, no, but that's I guess that's the thing. I think everything is going through a big change right now.
Yeah.
Or like I don't know, like with tech. Anyway.
Yeah. What were you talking about? You said.
Well, dude. Okay. Let me, dude. At least at the end, so I could just lop it off if it's too retarded. But no, I was just like. Okay, whatever. It's just funny, dude. I'd be listening to funny astrology shit because you know what I'm saying that's it's Vico. It's like Vico. I'm like Vico,
true.
I'm like James Joyce basically, dude. We care about the astrology, but nah. I was talking about it a while ago, like the Pluto and Aquarius stuff. Like I feel like it's just like major transformations.
Pluto's in Aquarius.
Pluto's moving. Okay, so Pluto's the furthest outside planet.
Mm-hmm.
So like it takes like the longest time to go around the sun.
Yeah.
So, like, if it goes into a new sign, it stays there for, like, 20, 30 years.
Oh, okay.
Right? So, like, the last time it was in Aquarius, but they're kind of both, Pluto and Aquarius are both on some, like, because Pluto is tied to Scorpio.
Yeah.
On some, like, transformative, like falling of old structures, like new use of technology. The last time, the bars, like, the last time it was in, new number stuff. Last time it was in Pluto was in Aquarius was 1777.
Oh wow,
777.
Wow.
But it was Declaration of Independence. 1776.
Yeah.
776. You know.
Wow. So that was the last time it's been that long.
Yeah, it's been that long.
Oh,
so it's about to go on for 20 years on the 21st, which is when Aquarius season starts. You know what I'm saying?
So something's gonna happen.
No, I just mean it's like, bro. I mean, you got Katt Williams like fucking going off about. You know what I'm saying? Like Hollywood and like all this shit that's going on there. All the names are coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's just how we're using technology is got to evolve.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's all about, dude. How we use technology got to evolve because it's moving too fast. Bro.
Yeah.
People are using it in an individualistic. It's got to be more collaborative. It's got to be like we got to like think about how to fucking everyone's just doing the same thing over and over again, bro. It's not working.
Yeah. True.
That's my rant. All right, you want to kill this hour?
Yeah. You got anything else to say?
No, I'm good.
I gotta fucking read this before I spin on. I'll have some like real sermonite fucking.
Yeah.
Because Lent's coming up.
You've been reading. All right, yeah. You wanna just kill this and.
Yeah, let's pause and then we'll take a sec.